Yo, what it do, man? It's your brother Olga, and I was in the middle of actually doing a video on this, but I said, you know what? I actually stopped in the middle of the video, and I said, I'm gonna go live for a few minutes because the people, need to see my face on this. The title is Jay-Z, Diddy, and Dr. Dre still not billionaire. Something's wrong, and you know, my premise is going to be that all of this money that these guys have made for their prospective labels, ticket sales, the influence, everything that they mean to the industry, and they're not billionaires yet. You know what I'm saying? All these clothing, these liquors, all these items sold, and really there, yeah. So let's look here. Diddy, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z, richest rappers alive, still way poorer than Illuminati. And so as of, this is as of last year, the list. And we can see here Diddy was at 750 million. Now there was some business moves that basically Diddy is speaking prophetically because eventually it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen for all um three of these guys definitely before they die. But you see Diddy there at 750 million. Um Dre, even with the Beats merger, still hasn't gotten over a billion. Jay-Z 610. And then it's only three. Think about it. Three. That's close to getting to a billion. All the records that were sold by all these black artists. All the records. Think about it. You have rappers that went diamond. You have rappers that sold 20 million, 10 million, sold out stadiums, merchandise, liquor, you name it. And still not one billionaire yet. That doesn't make any type of sense at all. And the reason I'm doing this video is to show us the disparity, the wealth disparity. Three, industry control ran, most of the music, is done by black people, the production, something that was started by us. Not one. It's almost like the NFL, how you can look and say, oh, it's no coaches. It's no excuse me, black owners right now. And I know that people gonna say make it about race. No, we didn't make it about race. We didn't make it about race. So I'm just dealing with the problem, the systemic problem, you know, uh as it stands today, that all these black men in high position, they you see them doing all this stuff, popping bottles, and not one billionaire, right? And so people will say, well, when you talk about being able to make it, all the people in the hood, think about that for a minute though. Just think about how long Diddy has to rot alone. Jay-Z's business ventures, the artists that he been through, Rihanna, Neo, all these artists that sold these millions, probably hundreds of millions of records, and they can't even say that they're a billionaire yet. I think it's something wrong. I also think it's something wrong where we don't control no distribution lines. And I think I could salute Jay-Z and with Title for trying to clean that up. We could also salute Jay-Z for Rock Nation for giving artists, better structure, you know, in their contractual obligations, even outside of sports, outside of music, into sports, and pretty much everything. College athletes. You know what I mean? Jay-Z, shout out to Jay-Z for hooking up with Sankofa. Jay-Z, Dr. Boyce Watkins put a video out the other day saying that Jay-Z get his black card. I don't know. I don't know. And when we say black card, not black, it's when you look at they circulate their dollar. Chinese communities, whatever, their dollar circulating for 2, 3 community are within hours. So if you got paid Friday, your money will be gone by tomorrow in the hands of people who don't reinvest back into your community. You know what I mean? So we need to see reinvestment. You know what I mean? I always touch on that. We hear to buy back the block. We need to see more. But this is I mean, like, think about it though. Think about it. And then look how it drops off. Birdman 110. Now this is from last year. And then Drake 60 million. Really? You know what I mean? But then when you go look at these execs, that are making, you know what I mean? And check this out. When you go down and look, UMG isn't even the biggest fish in the pond. UMG controlled and turned by Vivendi, whose CEO Vincent Ballor is worth approximately $7 billion. That's about 9 Diddy's, 10 Dr. Dre's, 11 Jay-Z's, 63 Birdmans, and 116 Drake's. That doesn't diminish the accomplishments of those in the slightest. Every time I see the list, I get a new wave of appreciation for how people like Sean Carter went from Marcy Projects to being worth a Billy. But it also always worth noting that while we may look to those 5 names as occupying top tiers in the music pyramid, the truth is the seemingly all-powerful Diddy is only relatively a minor player in the bigger workings of the music industry. So rappers, if you're really looking to brag about how much money you make, forget about Lamborghinis, man. Forget about being next to Jay-Z. You know what I mean? So you got to be talking about these other cats, Vincent Ballors. You know what I mean? Epic. You know what I mean? Universal. It's always something behind it, man. It's always, and I'm not complaining enough, and I'm giving you the facts. The one who ain't done, the guy who done not one thing in music, don't know nothing about music probably, he's worth more than the one that's operating it, putting out the artist, who's the face behind the deals. Because think about it, like, what would Nike and all these companies be without a Jordan or LeBron or these athletes they can put behind their brands so people will buy it? What would these people be without these athletes? What would these companies be without these entertainers that people flock to by the millions? So set that sink in for a minute. Not one billionaire yet. You talking about what, in the late 60s rap started, black people. We talking about going into 2020 and not one, almost 50 some odd years, not one black billionaire, but hundreds of $1 billion in sales. The number 2 import-export industry is music. Show me a black distribution company. Show me a true all black-owned label. Show me one. I'll sit back and I'll wait. So what y'all think about this, man? This silly? This crazy? Am I going crazy? Am I wilding? Because I mean, literally, the thought when I was creating, I could show you in my movie maker. You can see right there at the bottom of my screen, right here. When I was in my project, I was making a video, and there's no lie, I was making a video, and I can even show you. I'm making a video. Y'all can probably even hear it. And you see it. And I say, you know what? Let me go back. Let me stop. You know what I'm saying? And analyze this again. The situation. Well, so shout out to those brothers though. Again, they came from nothing and made something. So salute to Diddy, Dre, Jay. I don't agree with every personal thing in their lifestyle styles. I got some reservations about Dre, but I gotta salute them on their business, and you can only hope that they reinvest back into the community, because there's a lot of things that could go around as far as what they doing and what they not doing. We know that But something I'm saying is Jay-Z, Diddy, and Dr. Dre still not billionaires. Something is definitely wrong. So we got to continue to talk to this problem. You know what I mean? This issue. You know, and that is what it is. This your brother, old guy in the Black Hip Hop News. Hey, yo, people on the sound of my voice, share, subscribe, comment, like. You know what it is? It's Black Hip Hop News Reloaded. I'll link it. I can subscribe in the description box to our backup page, Black Hip Hop News Reloaded. Hey, t-shirts will be in next week. If y'all want to end the Black Hip Hop News t-shirt, I'll show it. You can holler at me, or a hat. You know what I mean? And I'll send it to you. Cheap too. So once again, let's ponder on this. Jay-Z, Diddy, and Dr. Dre, still not billionaires. And if you look at the gap, once again, it's only 3. Then it falls off about a $500 million gap. It falls off from Jay-Z. It falls down to. So how lucrative is the industry? It brings the question. How lucrative is the industry is that these brothers are the only ones that's close to $1 billion. But these is the Zach that's over there that you never see. You never hear nothing from. It's worth $7 billion. We got some prioritizing to do. We have some prioritizing to do. And y'all know we do. You know we do. So, keep your head up. Stay vigilant. You know what I mean? It's your boy, man. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep doing my job, giving y'all the news like I know how, and all that. And that is what it is. This your brother, old guy in the Black Hip Hop News, working. I'm right back to it. Hit the subscribe button, family. Nice seeing y'all again. You already know. Salute to all the family out there too, man. Peace. I'll see y'all later.